Ever wanted to groom a dog? Well, now you can. What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Haywood here for Bacon Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to yet another episode of Good Times with Retro Rich and Fun for Five. Yeah, that's right. We're here on the Atari VCS Store with a game called Barbero from Storm Trident SA. It says, clean and trim dog's hair by yourself or with your friends. It's a multiplayer game. Become a groomer and make dogs look lovely again. Choose your favorite trimmer and start getting acquainted with a whole bunch of different dogs. Rated E for everyone. Compatible with only the modern controller. And it's $2.99. That's cheap. It's on the Atari VCS. Let's take a look at this game. I don't know. it's one of those things. It's like, okay, I think this is like fun party game vibes. That's what I'm thinking. So let's dive in and check out what's going on with Barbero on the Atari VCS. Let's roll. All right, here we are checking out Barbero from Storm Trident SA. It's kind of got like that chunky, like voxel pixel kind of look thing going on for it. You can see that there's some trimming going on, and there's like a washing duel going on, and it could be up to 4 players. That's kind of cool. 4 players taking care of some doggies. I'm not exactly sure what you're supposed to do, but we're gonna figure it out. So let's dive into Barbero. No manuals to speak of. Is there like no? There's nothing else there. Yeah. So we're just gonna dive in. Hopefully there'll be some like controls or a tutorial or something like that. So let's take a look. Storm Trident. Yeah, pet shave salon. Barbero. All right. Arcade versus inventory, settings, instructions, how to play. At first, you need to wash the dog's fur by using a shower. Okay. After washing is complete, you will switch from shower to shaver automatically. Okay. When using a shaver, you'll have to shave off long fur from the doggy. All right. There are 3 types of fur you can shave. Long, short, and under fur. You will need to shave them in order, one after another. Okay. There are also power-ups in the game. Collecting them, you'll be able to highlight a dog's fur, enlarge the tool, add a few seconds to the timer, or obstruct another player's vision for a moment. All right, that's fun. Okay, so we flipped around. Instructions. Move tool, use tool, show hint, go back. Okay. All right. Settings. All right, cool. What's inventory? Oh, we have a shaver. I guess you can unlock like different shavers. All right, let's play. Let's clean a doggy. All right. There's 50 stages. Clean the doggy. So we're timed. We have to clean the doggy quickly. Woof. Cleaning a doggy. Oh, cool. So we've got to trim the doggy. Alright, now we've got to do the doggy's under little coat. We did it. Now what? Oh, we gotta do the undercoat here. Got it. Oh wow, we can make it bigger. Alright, we've changed. Get some more seconds on the clock here. All right. Oh, it's this stuff here, right? We need that big one. We're running out of time, guys. Woof. Oh, time is over. Wow. That's crazy. So I guess maybe, so I just need to like, so we need to do this faster, right? Clearly, I need to do this faster. It's not like the most intuitive. So you just have to like make sure that you're really getting in on the doggy here. See, not being able to get the whatchamacallits also is a little bit of an issue. Something tells me that this was like a touch game. Yeah, like a phone game or something like that. That's like that got ported. So if you had a touch screen, you know, it'd be much easier to play. There we go there. Yeah, so because you can't get those thingies. There we go. We make a big giant tool there. And then you gotta get the stuff on the bottom here. All right, so now we're gonna get these. I'm hitting it. I gotta hit it just right. Okay, got that. Now we're gonna get these. There we go. Got the big tool. Okay. Get that one. Oh no. See, it's counting down while it's doing the tool changes. I don't know, guys. But anyway, we know what we did. We cleaned a doggy. So let's go to the wrap up and see what we can see here. All right, guys, so that was Barbero on the Atari VCS. We cleaned some doggies. Now let's clean up some scores. What do we got? We've got Certified Good Times. That's a game that is completely transcendent, amazing, above and beyond, just awesome, doing all of the things that are necessary to bring all users of all video games to the table, and it's totally worth your time and money. Yes, the fun is found. A game that is super cool, super fun, regardless of genre. There's something to be had basically for everyone. Doesn't necessarily rewrite the book on all of the cool things that can happen. However, it is still pretty cool. And then, of course, there's the yeah, but. Yeah, the game's fun, game's cool, but maybe there's something wrong. Something wrong with the graphics, something wrong with difficulty, something wrong with the sound, whatever. There's a little something holding it back from true glory, just being a general good time and having fun. And then, of course, there's not great, a game that is broken and still gets through all three periods of QA, internal QA, external QA, and testing right before launch. It gets launched and you get it and it's still broken. So very rarely do we give a not great out because, of course, most games are playable, at least when you get them, with that rare exception. So we have that category. We don't use it a lot. So where are we here today? Well, today we're living in yeah but land. And the reason why, it's hitting a lot of cool marks. It's hitting the price point mark. $2.99 is $3. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's hitting, it's cute graphics. The voxel thing is pretty cool. It's neat. However, the graphics are a little muddled, so it's kind of hard to see. I've got a pretty decent sized screen over here. It's like 24-inch or whatever, and I'm sitting right on top of the thing. I just sometimes I can't even see like where I'm supposed to hit the right thing on the dog. But the biggest thing is, it's the clock. When you're under the clock that much, and you're getting all sorts of crazy stuff happening, it's not amazing to be under the gun for time that much. And, after a second try, barely be able to get to the last portion. And you're running out of time. And I was doing it at a pretty good clip. It's almost like the designers are like, no, you got to do this perfectly every time. And if you don't, then you're not gonna get it. And it's like, I kind of get the fact that you want to make a challenge and you want to do whatever, but this is a casual game. This is like a casual action puzzler. Like, you got to be given more time for sure, for the user to kind of acclimate. And then, that if the last stage was super hard and you've got a lot of time, you got to make sure you're doing all that stuff. Of course, crank up the difficulty there. But, at the same time, I don't know, man. It seems like a little off. The other thing, too, though, is the time should pause. When you're doing like the thing where you have no control over the device and it's changing the tool, that animation takes like 3 or 4 seconds off the clock, and it's a part of the thing. So like, I don't know. I think it should pause, or you should get more seconds for that if you're going to insist on having the clock run. Just me. I mean, obviously, when I'm playing casual, I'm a casual gamer, right? Like in that sense, like I play just to see what's going on, and I'm not really worried about getting super high scores or anything like that. I just want to I want to do the thing. And on the first stage, getting that much pressure to do everything fast, and then probably having to do this maybe a third or fourth time in order to complete the first stage. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for that. But I think that's the thing that's holding that part back, is that speculation about this being a conversion from like a mobile port. Because if you were playing this on a phone and you had a touchscreen control, that doggy's toast. It's like boom, 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 you're good. And then while the animation's playing, if you could touch those tools and grab those things because it's multi-touch and it would allow you to do that, then that's a thing that needs to happen on here. You need to be able to like press A while the thing's on the screen in order to pick up the thing. You don't have to go over and grab it. If you hit a certain button, it just picks it up. And that's how you would solve for that problem. Because then you wouldn't miss some of those other time things. Like you were trying to just get the thing done. You don't want to waste the time to go get the time thing to come only get 5 seconds back to then continue to on to do the thing. You miss the big tool thing because it's hard to control with the stick. Not amazingly hard to control, but it's certainly going to be more difficult than a touch. If you're just like boom, 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 and then you're done on each side of the dog when you're trying to use the tool, then of course the developer's like, well, you have plenty of time. But the difference is controls are a difference. Controls are definitely a difference. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know down below. Did you pick up Barbero? Or are you going to be picking up Barbero? I mean, it's $3, so if you need something, just go ahead and grab it. It does have 6 5-star ratings on it though, even though I got the but I mean, it is kind of fun. But I think also the coolness of that is the fact that it's multiplayer and you can have like the 4 players going on at the same time. That's kind of cool. That's a neat feature. You don't see a lot of like that 4-player party game stuff happening on the Atari VCS, so that's a pretty cool thing. And again, for $3, it's not bad. Hopefully there'll be a patch though that'll allow like for those things. I don't know if the dev's listening or whatever. I'd play more. It would just make it just a teensy weensiest bit more approachable. And I think you got a winner on the party game side. So I would also like to know if my theory was right, if this was a port of a touch game, because then it explains a whole lot. So anyway, that's it. So let me know again down below what you guys think about Barbero, whether you're going to pick it up, are you going to do that, all that kind of fun stuff. And we'll talk about it. And then, because it's the end of a video here at Big and Ice Cream Productions, we got to do one thing and one thing only, and that is thank every single member of the Good Times Club. So let's do that right now. Let's thank Empty Pixel Gaming, George Games, Chris Westerman, Fan and Fiction, Lloyd R. Gem, Papa Pete, The Intellivision Gamer, Ken LaCure, Mr. Shua, John Woolley, Gunsy20, Herb Wars, DF, Joe Whitlash, Dave Valdez, Dan Nastic, Dr. Mark Mad Scientist, and the Atari Creep. Thank you guys all so much for being awesome, for being members, for giving me this 1080p stream our glory right here on the channel. Not only here, though. I forgot to do that for the last couple of episodes. Not only here, but Evercade Effect and the Evercast and Calling All Retro Gamers, which hopefully will be coming back soon. All of those things are supported by the GTC, and it's amazing. If you want to be a member, go ahead and hit the join button. You can become a member, help that supportive awesomeness, and we'll thank you so much for it. If not, that's okay. Leave likes, leave dislikes, leave comments for sure, and of course, hit the red subscribe button. So that way you'll know when we have a new video, and the bell for notifications so that when my face immediately puts up something, you will know it right away. Cool. Well, that's about it for that. We'll catch you next time for some more Atari VCS stuff, or it might be the takeover time. Not sure. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch more of these Atari VCS Fun for Fives while I'm here in today's miasma of things. So there will be content, and it will be coming pretty soon. So keep your eyes peeled for all of that Atari VCS and Super Pocket and more. So very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. So we will catch you next time. First thing good times. I'm Rich, and we will see you later. Take it easy, guys. And yeah, play some VCS, man. See ya.
rtfc.baconicecream.com.